Okay. And the last part of this project, we can leave it just the way it is, and it's fine. It looks great. Or we could add a bit of movement in there. So I added with white, just white, a couple of birds in the sky, and I wanted to add a boat in the sea. And also I added stripes on the chair, again, just to give it some life. So for the boat, I have burnt umber here, and this is titanium buff. I have titanium buff, burnt umber, white, cadmium yellow medium, and cadmium red light. So there's no need to put all of these colors. Just don't use white yet. If you want, put tiny bit, really a small amount of burnt umber and titanium buff first. And I'm going to paint the boat. So painting the boat, a boat shape, an easy way of drawing a boat is to have this shape like that. I'm just doing a very simple one now. Small line, big line, long one, short one. Connect them. Connect. Okay. Now another one. Same idea. Kind of. That is more like a triangle. Just connect it here. Right now, what I'm going to do is take my brush and curve and create another curve here. Or just keep it just the way it is. You don't need to curve it if you don't want to. So that will work too. Even if you do, we do this. Long line. Connect them. Connect. Triangle. Just curve the bottom, this part if you want, and that will give you a nice boat. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Because we're not doing detail. We're just putting a hint of a boat. So if you prefer to do that, go for that. That's easy. That's the easiest way. I'm gonna put some brown in here and here and here. Okay, now I don't want to do blue because the sea is blue, so I'm going to go with a toned down kind of an orangey color. This is cadmium yellow medium and cadmium red light. And the reason I'm saying toned down, just because I'm going to take some brown, put it in, adjust the color to kind of a more of a reddish tone. Come here. Round brush. I'm using a round brush. Let's give this part here a higher tip. Now I did leave in between some blue, and that's the color of the seam in the back. It's just a blue line. So I did not use the orange all the way up to the brown. I left a line in between, and that will give me a blue line on the boat. Just an extra cute little detail in there. And you see them on boats. You see these lines on boats. I just took advantage of the color of the sea in the back. Another layer. Okay. And the reason I'm putting red, it's just connecting colors with the foreground. I do have red or burgundy or not burgundy, I'm sorry, red, terracotta red in here. And that would be nice, kind of a triangle where you're looking at the red or the terracotta in the front, warm colors, and then one in the back as well. Now I can just go back now at this point, add a bit of titanium buff. Come here and give this boat kind of a little bit of a highlight here. Just on this side. Not this side and not the back. Just the front. So I'm just giving it some kind of a 3D shape. I'm going to go back to the brown because I am painting over a color. So I might need to have, I do need to have a couple of layers, 1 layer or 2 layers. Same, just a bit of a highlight here, right here, and right there. A little bit. You can't, you can hardly see it because it's not really important. This boat is far away, so we don't see a lot of detail in there. Now, the other thing I'm going to do, take brown with a bit of titanium buff. Titanium buff is easier to work with when you're highlighting and you don't want to highlight too much. And I'm going to take, again, brown, wipe my brush. I'm just adding a little bit of a detail here with rope that goes into the sea. So it looks like it's anchored. Now, there are so many things we can do in here. We can add grass, a little bit of grass here and there. So it's not just plain sand. We can add more detail on the fabric right here. Just give it more bluish color and leave, like highlight the blue. Put a hat on the straw hat on the chair. So many things, but it's really up to you if you want to add these things in or you just want to leave it just the way it is. Both ways, it looks really cute and simple. We don't need more than that. It's endless what we can do here. Now, having said that, we did do the, I did add, I'm just going to get the same blue I've been using, which is cerulean blue. And give the water where the boat is a push, like a little bit of a movement, okay? Let's use the same brush. Cerulean blue, white, And I'm gonna come here and give this part kind of a movement of the water. Let's give it a push up so it's not just straight line. Looks like the water is moving. There's movement in here. There. You take some blue, yellow, mix them together, create a green, a thin, simple green. And I'm going to take some of the orange, put it in here so the green is not too bright. And I'm going to take this green, and like I mentioned before, I'm going to put a couple of little wisps of grass. It just makes it look, again, a little bit more interesting. A little bit brown in the green. There. We're done.